Hi there. We are here at Front Row Tampa Bay, and soon the Republican National Convention will be coming right here to Tampa Bay, and we'll be live streaming important things about the Tampa Bay area, really showcasing what we have to offer. And joining us today is Natalie King. She is a project leader for the Front Row Tampa Bay initiative. Welcome,
Thank you
Natalie.
very much.
Good to have you here.
Glad to be here.
What sort of opportunity is this, in your opinion, for people who participate in Front Row Tampa Bay in terms of getting their message out?
Well, what we found is that, working with the Tampa Bay Partnership as a regional economic development company that represents 8 counties across our region, this allowed for those that not only reside, specifically in Tampa, but all of our outlying communities as well that are a big part of what we do from an economic development standpoint, as well as those that are from Sarasota, Manatee, Hillsborough, out to Pinellas, up to Citrus County, out to Polk. All of us have an opportunity to be a voice and a player in this RNC program. So this allows us to provide that venue, that format through the live streaming and what we're going to be doing the 4 days to provide an opportunity for all of us to get involved.
Okay, 4 exciting days, 4 exciting themes. Tell me about them.
Well, what we've done is, again, the Tampa Bay Partnership has been working on economic development for, I think, more than 17 years now. And as a part of that, over the years, we've come to have a business development plan. And that regional business plan has centered in on a couple of key clusters of industry that are really drivers for our economy. And so we are taking and focusing our thematic programming around those 4 buckets. One being our healthy communities. As an outpouring of our visioning efforts, one day in our Healthy Communities Initiative, drilling down into our healthcare initiatives will be a focal point and a feature of one of the days. We are going to be looking at our environmental and marine areas, because that's key. We're seeing great aquaculture out in different communities and things that you may not even realize are here. So we want to touch on that for a day. We have our business, financial, and data services. We have phenomenal data call centers that are generating great jobs, and we want to tell that story. And the last, we have our innovation and technology, which is so exciting, with new robotics at Moffett, the Da Vinci robot, with robotics that are going on, whether we are talking about the new technology in transportation with the Google car, whether it is something going on at Florida Hospital and USF Medical and Pep and Heart with personalized medicine. We need to tell all these stories, and so we wanted to focus in on what we know are the gems of our communities and what's going to drive a new economic development for the 21st century.
So people tuning in are going to be hearing these stories about Tampa Bay, and I think it's going to open their eyes about what is really here to offer, because Florida has been the beach place, the tourism place, and now all this great innovation is going on.
And we still are the great beach place and the great Florida experience. And we'll have that as a wraparound on all we're doing as well, talking about the ports and the airports and the destination that we are as a community. But that's not all we are. And we need to make sure that we are telling that story too. Yes, come and vacation here, but you can also come and raise your family. We have a great education system. You can come here and get a great job. You can retire here. Whatever your interests are, this is a place that we can meet your needs, and I think that people will be surprised at how diverse we really are.
What do you think will be the lingering impact after the convention is over of people's perceptions after they watch Front Row Tampa Bay and see what Tampa Bay has to offer?
Well, I think they're going to take away from this that the lesson and the best practices of what we do, and say, wow, I could move my company there. But we're not going to just stop telling this story after the 4 days have concluded. Our delegates, our 15,000 media, they're going to come into town and they're going to go home. But they will take home with them an understanding of what our community is about. But we're not going to stop there. We're going to continue with the long tail of this story. By having the kind of website that we're developing, with what we're doing with the live streaming and the ability to capture this and be in an innovative technology format, we will continue. This is really more than a $500,000 marketing program that the Tampa Bay Partnership is putting on, and this will continue in the future.
I love that term, long tail. The metaphor is for extending out a long time in the future.
Correct, and that's the goal. Is we definitely want to take advantage and be opportunistic in the fact that we've got a huge media spotlight and a huge group of folks who are going to be watching us, and we'll be on stage, and that's why it's important. What we're doing. We're going to Stageworks, and we're going to be on stage for those 4 days. But more importantly, we're on stage to the world for a long time after this.
Exciting.
I think so.
Good stuff. Natalie, thanks for stopping by.
Thank you for having me.